on this one.
Good morning. Oh, Little Garden Centre. Beautiful morning again, thank God. Listen, I'm going to talk this morning about lawn care, okay? Most people find it kind of boring, but in fairness, it's the first thing people see when they come drive into your house, your garden, you know. Lawn care should start this time of year now, March, April, it's imperative, okay? Just to get the seed out of the way, okay, if you're sowing a new lawn or repairing patches, April is the ideal month, April and September. So you can buy lawn seed for repair or sowing a new lawn, okay? It's number 2 lawn seed. If you buy something like this box here, it covers 50 square meters and it is 20 euros. Yeah. But there is an applicator on the side. If you just pull off the tab, it actually works as an applicator as well. Okay, that's if you're sowing a new lawn. Okay. Then if you're fixing a patch in the lawn, there's a patch fix. Okay, so it's easier to, it's not easier to apply. It applies in the same manner, but it is specially coated to make it easier to get established, okay? And it's particularly good for high traffic areas or shady areas, kind of troubled areas in the garden, okay? If you're planting seed in a new lawn, you know, you need to do all the preparation, you know, rotating, leveling, all that kind of crap. And then put out your seed, 35 grams per square meter. And if you are just repairing a patch in the lawn, all you need to do is, you know, get a hard rake and rake the area. This is a hard rake, okay? So you rake the area so that you loosen the top of the soil, all right? And that's enough if you're using this patch fix. You would then, after you have sowed the seed, in any case, you would use this other type of rake, okay, for leveling off and smoothing the top of the where the seeds are, to settle them in and make them in contact with the soil, okay? So general lawn maintenance, right? So your lawn is okay, we'll say. At this time of the year, you should be feeding your lawn, okay? You can feed your lawn around now and maybe again in July, okay? Feeding the lawn helps the lawn to grow healthy, and it discourages weeds and moss, okay? So the better you look after your lawn, the less problems you will have with it, okay? You would start off in March when the weather allows by cutting your lawn, you know, every 2 weeks or something like that, but not too low, okay? You're not skinning the lawn at this time of the year, okay? So that's where you would start. When you are going feeding your lawn, okay, there's several options available, but this all-in-one is kind of a quick fix for everything, okay? It has a 7-day green, so it will boost up your garden, green up your lawn very quickly. It has a weed killer, it will kill the weeds, a moss killer, and it does kill the moss, but it does make it go black, okay? Which is not a bad thing. And then it encourages your lawn, makes it stronger, okay? That's very, very important to feed the lawn along with killing the weeds and stuff like that, you know. This can be bought in several sizes. Like there's a big bag there, covers 440 square meters for 30 euros, okay? When you're applying this, okay, you need to have the lawn cut with a few days before you apply it. Then you can't cut the lawn again for a few days afterwards, okay? You also can't use the clippings from the that you take up from the lawn on any compost heap or anything like that, okay? So you would have to just dispose of them in your refuse, okay? Very fast acting, it does green it up quickly. Then right, so when your moss has died off, when your weeds have died off, you should dig up the weed, right? And you should get your spring rake again, okay? And you need to rake out the patches that the moss has been in. Good firm pulls on the rake to remove all that dead patch, okay? All of the lawn could be scarified. Okay, this is what it's called. Okay, it's putting a rake through it is called scarifying, right? What it does is removes all the touch and dead debris and stuff like that from your lawn and allows air down into the roots of the grass to make it grow stronger and green it up. Okay, it will look worse first, but that's the best thing to do. You should definitely be scarifying your lawn at least twice a year, or every second year, sorry. So that's what you would do. You would give it a good raking, give it a good cutting, and you will see the benefits very quickly from it. Okay, so after you have removed all your thatch, then if you have the very bare patches in your lawn, we go back here to the patch fix. Okay, so it's a quick fix for fixing worn out patches in the lawn, you know, high traffic areas with kids or going to the clothesline or whatever, pets urinating or pets running in plats, a quick fix for that as well. And like I said, shady areas. Okay, so that's where we're going with that. This is the same product here. Okay, it just comes with a handy applicator. Okay, this is an 80 square meter and this is 100 square meter, so this is really a refill. Okay, but this is a handy applicator. Okay, so it measures out, you know, it gives an even coverage as you walk and can be refilled. Okay, if after you applying this, if it hasn't rained in about 48 hours, you'd want to water it in. Okay, which is very unlikely in Ireland that we have that problem, but it can happen. Okay, there is also another product. I don't have a bag of it here to show you because it's you know, we're just out of it at the moment. It's called Moss Master. Moss Master comes in a big bag like this, a little bit dearer, but it kills the moss, but it doesn't kill weeds. Okay, but when it kills the moss, it doesn't go black. Okay, so some people prefer that, but that's available as well most of the time. All right. Then if you wanted to just have, if you had a particular problem with weeds in your lawn, okay, you can use a lawn weed killer. It kills everything in the lawn except for grass. Okay, so this is a concentrated one for a big area, and this is the smaller one if you have a smaller lawn, and this is a concentrate as well that you need to dilute and put out, preferably with a sprayer than a watering can, but either way. This one here, $15.99, covers roughly the area of about 25 car parking spaces, so it's good coverage. If you want a few weeds in your lawn, you know, this is spot treatment. Okay, so you would spray directly on the weeds, and you know, especially for tough weeds, even with this product, you might need to treat weeds on their own. Okay, so just here as well, for putting out a big bag of the fertilizer, you can buy a spreader. It's just a drop spreader, like this here. You fill the little forget the name of that bucket, and you just walk in straight lines, and it drops out the fertilizer very even. Okay, so like feeding your lawn again, like I said, now and in July again. Okay, every time you feed your lawn, it's going to be a bonus for it, right? Most important to remember is cutting your lawn, right? You only gradually reduce the height that you're cutting at. It's only when it's actively grown in the middle of the summer that you can cut it really low. And you should change the direction that you're cutting the lawn. Okay, if you're going up and down your lawn this time, next time you cut it, you should be cutting it across. Okay, and like I said, please consider scarifying the lawn, raking it out. It will make a healthier lawn. And if you have any compacted areas, like we were saying, if you're going fixing a patch or something like that, you could aerate it as well. That is driving a fork down into the ground and making good holes, deep holes, to increase drainage and stuff like in aeration in the soil. Okay, so now we're on to a few questions that I got asked. Okay, so we'll answer those. Okay, so one question there from Liz from Ballydove. What causes the brown patches on my lawn? Okay, so we kind of touched on that there earlier. What causes the brown patches is several different things. Now, it could be shade in your lawn, not getting enough light. It could be high traffic areas, pets, kids, all that kind of thing. you know. But also in the winter, if you don't plant an autumn feed, your lawn, the roots of your grass might not be healthy enough to survive the winter, and you'd get patches in your lawn in the springtime. Okay. Now, when is the best time to feed the lawn? Chloe from Lispool. Chloe, the best time to feed the lawn, as I had just said, end of March, April, and again in July. Okay, you can feed your lawn any time between March and September, but the best time is when it's actively growing and nice and warm. Okay. Now, Siobhan from DeWall, what can I plant in my hanging baskets now? Okay, this is a kind of a funny question. There are plants you can plant in your hanging basket now, Siobhan, but they're not hardy to put outside. Okay? All of the trailing plants and the nice basket plants that typically people plant in their baskets aren't hardy enough. You can plant them, but you would need to keep them inside and bring them in at night. Keep them outside during the day maybe and bring them in at night. Two more questions. Oh, John, do I need to plant 2 apple trees together? Yes, generally you do need to plant 2 apple trees together, unless you get what's called a family tree, which has the 2 varieties on the one tree. Okay, they have to be compatible at the pollination. Okay, Teresa, can I grow my own hanging basket plants, or is it too late? Complicated question, because there isn't an easy answer to this. Okay, the typical trailing petunias, verbenas, bacopa and all that, they're very, very hard to get in seed or hard to get in small plug plants. So yeah, they're difficult to grow because they're difficult to get at this time. They would need to be planted by now. You can buy small plants and plant them on, you know, that way, but it's a little bit late for looking for those kind of plants or seeds. You can grow lobelias and stuff like that. That would be perfect as well, but you can grow them from seed if you want. Last question, quick one. Don't know who came from now, but it was a square rattan pot, a plant for it. Okay, I could say any plant. Okay, it just depends where you are, how much sun you get, how big is the pot, you know, are you talking about colour or a permanent plant? Okay, but we'll be touching on that. We'll be doing pot planting in a week or two, or maybe PM me again if you have any questions. Okay guys, thanks very much.